Everybody, welcome back to Justin Talks Puppets 2, the show where I share with you guys all of the thrift store finds that I find and other finds that I find via third-party seller sites. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into today's video. So first up, as you guys know, if you've been a fan of the channel for a while or a follower of the channel, you'll know that, I've been actually collecting these Eden Between the Lions plush toys, and on eBay, finally ended up finding Leona with her necklace all detailed out here, and then her body and her legs. Hold up, the text says Eden, and it says Between the Lions. All right, so up next, here's some of the thrift store books that I found throughout my travels with my family. You guys probably remember this old school Nickelodeon show called Eureka's Castle. Pretty famous nostalgic show with a bunch of puppet characters, all centered around Eureka. And so there's Magellan, the dragon, a bunch of other popular characters from the show. Found this at a thrift store, and it's in pretty good condition. There's the Nickelodeon logo right there. Fortunately, on the inside, it is a little water damaged. Yeah, right there. A little bit of water damage, but nothing too crazy. See the different images. Pretty. Oh, hello. Pretty cool. Alrighty, so up next we have the Koala Brothers. I don't know if you guys remember this show from Playhouse Disney. I do. It was on the program block for kind of a short period of time, but these familiar faces should look familiar to you. It was a very funny educational show with pressed characters. And normally with thrift store books, you know, you get what you find, and these guys usually would be missing. But here are all the characters from the show, a bunch of different images from the show. This was a stop motion animation show, so something about it just, you know, just looking at it gives the childhood vibe. You don't believe me that it was on Playhouse Disney, but bam, there it is, playhousedisney.com. These books are getting harder and harder to find, so was very excited to find another Bear in the Big Blue House books. There's some little damage here, but you know, when you find these things out in the wild, you kind of definitely have to get them, and this one is no exception to that rule. I actually really want to find this book with Luna. That looks pretty fun. Normally, or at the time, you could scratch and sniff, and I am sad to say that you can still scratch, but the sniffing, it's no smell to it. So, but very cool, very nostalgic images from the Bear in the Big Blue House TV show. A couple of the flaps and the lifts in the book are kind of been ripped out due to whoever previously owned this book. But for the most part, everything is still there. Discussed about these puppet characters where they are today on my main channel, so go check that video out today. I think you will enjoy it. But the nostalgic show The Puzzle Place, ended up finding this also at a thrift store, paint with water. So if you have, like, you know, a little paint set you remember from like childhood, you could take that and paint the certain characters. Peace Police right here, and it looks like maybe Kiki and Leon. Looks like Kiki again with Sizzle. I actually need to keep track of what I'm showing you guys, but this is the Puzzle Place Look and Find book. It's pretty cool because it's pretty much almost like a glorified version of a Where's Waldo book. So, you know, if you ever had a Where's Waldo book, you have to look in the image and find certain items and things. And so here's the people that you look for, the characters that you look for from a Puzzle Place, along with the Peace Police. And then you look through here to see who you can find. So you see there's a bunch of different characters. And then on the next page, same thing. You look for the people you need to find, or the items. And then the next page, same thing. And the whole book is pretty much that. And last but not least, I know this is not really puppet related, but I did grow up with Roly Poly Oly, the Playhouse Disney show. Some pictures like from the show. So this is just cool to collect just because of the artwork and the imagery and the nostalgia-ness, if that's a word, of what it brings. Another Bear in the Big Blue House book. Again, if you've been to your local thrift store or, you know, Savers Thrift, these books are getting harder and harder to find. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe you guys have had better finding skills than I've had. But yeah, there used to be stickers throughout the book, so, you know, they all can't be winners. But still a win in my book, even just with this book in general. So there's Bear sleeping with Ojo pointing at him. And then we got the whole gang right here. Pip and Pop, Tutter, Trilo. And yeah, again, just the imagery throughout here brings back so many childhood memories from the show. Next we got Wow Wow Wubsy, the old school Nick Jr. show. Well, not that old school, but old school enough. As far as the early 2000s, you guys probably remember this show. And I know this is not puppet related, but I definitely just had to share it because how many of these books do you actually find? And at the same time, how many books do you find with stickers still in them? This is pretty impressive that Whoever collected this made sure the stickers would stay in here. And then so much fun imagery in the show. So very, very cool. If you remember the show, leave a comment below. And then, of course, right here, well, there's supposed to be stickers here. So I guess these are only stickers not left in the book. But very, very, very cool. Really cool Muppet book right here. It says The Rat Pack, a Muppet Countdown Adventure. Color tattoo inside. I'm sad to say the color tattoo is no longer inside, but I thought this was really cool because this is pretty much like a whole book dedicated to Rizzo and his other rat friends. Almost reminds me of that 2000s movie Wild Hogs with like John Travolta, I think Tim Allen's in it, Martin Lawrence, but definitely so much awesome imagery, Muppet style imagery. And yeah, just the little rat guys and gals taking their little motorcycle road trip through so many famous monuments, locations, and places. Very cool. This is a Kermit the Frog card game. It's very cool, and what it comes inside, so here's Kermit, and then you kind of got all the Muppet gear here, Camilla, and there's the back of Fozzie's head. And when you know, there's the instructions right here telling you how to play the game. But what's even cooler about this is the different Kermit the Frog cards that you get. He's like playing a banjo, he's juggling, he's pulling a rabbit. Look at the rabbit's face. Shame on me for not really learning the rules of the game, but it looks like a lot of fun. And like I said, it's a very retro type of game. So it was made in the 1980s by the company Milton Bradley. Within going to the thrift store, as you guys know, against the wall in the toy section, they have these bags full of like Happy Meal toys, So I unfortunately already opened this one within finding it. But what I really thought was cool about this toy that was within several of those different bags is that this face right here should look familiar to you. Not just because it's Ronald McDonald, but if you grew up as a 2000s kid or a late 90s baby, you probably remember the McDonald's VHS tapes. And this is what that's what the face is from. The cartoon image of Ronald is from. So I guess not too long ago, McDonald's came out with collaborating with Lego. They came out with their very own like special edition McDonald's VHS characters on these like Lego toys. It's pretty cool because what you end up getting is a little helicopter here. I think you can also turn it into like a submarine. See if I can flick it without throwing it off the table. There you go. Ronald's ready to take off. Here's the instructions on how to make your very own Ronald copter, right? And then if you go over here, here's like all the different things you can make. You can make like a super transformer type automobile with everybody. And then there's like a submarine you can make, whatever that is. A giant helicopter plane looking thing. And then individually they're all different cars. So you have like Hamburglar on one. You have Birdie, Ronald. I'm forgetting the name of those characters. So let me know in the comments below. I think that's Sunday, Ronald McDonald's dog. And then Grimace. But yeah, but if you notice, these are all like the same characters. And then the Chicken McNugget character. But yeah, these are like all the same characters from those VHS tapes. Within those thrift store bags, I found this really cool Carl's Jr. 2000s Tom and Jerry toy, which I thought was even cool because you see, find us on CartoonNetwork.com. Shows you all the other toys that you could collect at the time in the Happy Meal. But the one we got is the Tom and Jerry Show viewer. So here's a sticker image on the front. As you see, we have Tom and Jerry right here. They're both stickers. And as you spin this around right here, there's like a little clicker on the side. And if you can look through it, you look through the little people. But of course, it's not always easy. There you go. Another classic cartoon image. Whoop. And another classic cartoon image. They're strutting down the street. Now, some of these I will take out of the package, and some of these won't be out of the package just because I like the design. I don't want to ruin it by opening it. 2000s Cartoon Network show called Squirrel Boy, if anybody remembers that cartoon. But here's the character from the show, and he's a Happy Meal toy from McDonald's. So if you remember Squirrel Boy, good on you. Who remembers the awesome movie Surf's Up, starring Shia LaBeouf as Cody, the surfing penguin? This is a McDonald's toy. I believe this is Tank, the villain character of the movie. Can't really see him all too well, but he's in here. Again, if it's something that I'm trying to collect and I like the design of the packaging, very childhood-like. Another Carl's Jr. Happy Meal toy from the early 2000s. I don't know if you guys remember all of the other reindeer. Do you remember like that Christmas cartoon that came out with the little terrier dog named Olive? But Carl's Jr. for the promotion of the movie came out with their own meal toy line, right? And in this one, it looks like we got the one where Olive is getting ready to do this weird, like, she gets shot out of her doghouse, and then she, like, I guess grabs this pole and, like, spins around with a present on her feet. So that looks pretty fun. I don't know if you guys remember the popular Nickelodeon show, Cousin Skeeter, but it was about a puppet character who is cousins with a human character, and they get into a whole bunch of different shenanigans and stuff like that. But at the time, Burger King came out with a lot of really cool Nickelodeon, like, meal toys. So he was a part of the meal toy set, which is really cool. And I believe this is the only Cousin Skeeter merchandise as far as like a plush or a toy that I know about, that I know a lot of people have or had. Got him off of Offer Up, so I did not get him from a thrift store. Unfortunately, the Burger King tag is gone because I think someone cut it off. But if you stick your fingers in like little back pockets right here of his legs, you can actually move him and puppeteer him, which is pretty cool, and then he can like dance around. That just about does it for this video today. I hope you enjoyed a lot of the items that I shared with you guys. Please do me a favor and either comment below or tag me on Instagram at Justin Talks Puppets, letting me know what are some really cool items that you have found on your trip to the thrift store, or just some cool items in general that you found in your searches online. I would love to hear about it. Let me know. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome day. And until next time, take care.